Tonight, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their big mobile quarterback. He can throw it, he can run it, Colin Kaepernick.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. And Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected, because to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They got some guys who might need a year or 2 on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they can actually play.
Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. The kicker here, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
He's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Kaepernick's pass complete.
Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score.
Brendan McManus lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
His kick is good.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
7. Brendan McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Risk taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the... He
lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble. And you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Raekwon McMillan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running.
There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Gordon on the carry.
Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
That's
caught at the 25. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. 46 yards. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air. No, incomplete.
And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feels like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
At the 28-yard line.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And Gordon's going to be stopped short.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
This is taking a 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
Over first and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk about he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 33. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They run it here with Gordon. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
The ball carrier.
Melvin Gordon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game time now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Derek Carr.
Christian Kirksey came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He's going to walk one deep left side here. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Broncos.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one?
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Denver.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
To throw is Kaepernick. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that.
And he's going to go down again. Raekwon McMillan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So that one will be accepted. On 1st down, Carr. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, their first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. 9-yard line. Carr to throw again. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Carr completes it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 20.
Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. Short throw to Disley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Kaepernick to throw again. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Raekwon McMillan racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Kaepernick's pass. Complete to Bill Disley.
A final shot beforehand for Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Daniel Carlson on for the point out.
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to our Tiburon Studios here in Orlando. We'll take a minute and look ahead at what's to come this weekend in week number 3.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. And the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, man, it's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
41-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
24-yard line.
Keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And the Raiders have got him. Raekwon McMillan, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr, he's got a rifle. That's caught inside the 20. This way down deep in Denver territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Ward, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Daniel Carlson on
3 weeks, 3 touchdowns. It's obvious they've looked his way early and often in the red zone this year. And that's usually a pretty good place to find a tight end in the NFL.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the 1st half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
2nd and a yard.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Oh, the pressure too great. Goes down once more. Raekwon McMillan. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is going to run on top of it. A very nice job on the run back there, and he'll get 23 yards all told. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the 1st half. They've extended their lead so far here in the 2nd half. Oh, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say. May tell the rest of the coaches. Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball. Getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in 8.
And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Making 4 touchdown passes down for Derek Carr. And this offense is running away with this one. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
They're on 25-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Raekwon McMillan, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Pass complete.
A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are in for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And you know, sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling. He's got a man. Complete. There he goes, left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
We're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Kaepernick to throw on second down. And Beasley with it over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. It's David Arnett picking it up. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off the pass.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
To build just
right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Broncos.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Pass. Complete to Cole Beasley.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Denver.
Now Kaepernick again. That's going to be caught by Judy. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
To Jerry Judy. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Again, it's Kaepernick. And the Raiders have got him. Raekwon McMillan in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Here's third and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack.
Third and long.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Their own 5-yard.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. He'll let this go deep for runs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry runs 95 yards. And the silver and black continue to roll. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a second.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Raekwon McMillan in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
To throw is Kaepernick. Can't get away, and he's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Taken at about the 36. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing on first down is Carr. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Yannick Ngakoue charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, it's Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for runs. And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And coming out now, the Broncos. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, to be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Kaepernick. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's David Arnett picking it up. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Carr going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
From the gun, Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back at the 31.
By Yannick Ngakoue.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.